Good evening and welcome to Jackson, Tennessee. I'm Alexander Bitterling on the call here tonight as the Jackson Rockabillys are just about to start game number 3 of a 4-game homestand, and spirits are high here in the Hub City because the Rockabillys coming off a monster win last night. They defeated Rex Baseball 16-6 in a run rule through 7 innings. In just 9 hits, the Rockabillys were able to put up 16 runs. That's because they walked 15 times. So the Rockabillys looking to continue that just incredible masterclass of being careful and watchful at the plate into today's ball game. We've got a tougher opponent today than Rex Baseball, though, but we play the game of baseball for a reason. Every game has its own challenges. Today, they take on the Clinton LumberKings, and the LumberKings are 22-14 on the season. They have a batting average of .275 as a team, the second highest on-base percentage in the league, .408, and they also hold their opponents to the second lowest ERA, .445 on the season. Now starting out your lineup for the LumberKings, we'll take a look right here. Leading off is Casey Hintz, the shortstop. He's batting .156. He's had a slow start to the season. Then in the second spot is Jeremy Figueroa. He's batting .405, but he's only had 11 at-bats on the season, one of the newer additions to the LumberKings. Tate Gillen, the center fielder, is in the third spot, batting .362, and Jeremy Conforti is hitting .317. He's batting cleanup and playing first base. And left field for the LumberKings is Will McLean. He's batting .200. He'll be playing out there in left field. In the third base is Connor Giusti. He's batting in the sixth spot. Giusti's batting .321 on the season. Then in that seventh spot is the designated hitter, Brock Wolin. And Wolin is batting .221. Then in right field is Trevor Burkhart, who's batting .271. And rounding out the lineup for the LumberKings is Brandon Vicky. And Vico is batting .119 on the season. He'll be behind the dish tonight. The starting pitcher is Mason Ben. And Mason Ben is making his second appearance of the season. In his first one, he had a phenomenal start. He only threw 3 innings, but he has a 0 ERA. He gave up 1 hit and 1 walk, striking out 2. So he had a great first start, and the LumberKings are hoping that he continues that here tonight. On the Rockabilly side of things, here's their starting lineup. Leading off is Griffin Cameron, who's batting .286. Last night he went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 1 walk. Now, the Rockabilly stats from last night for the guys that played are incredible. That's, of course, because they put up those 16 runs. Braden Becker is the shortstop tonight in the second spot of the lineup. He walked once last night, scored a run, but he went 0 for 3 because he's batting .179. James Denton's in that third spot tonight. He's the designated hitter. He's batting .245. Last night he scored 2 runs and he went 1 for 4. Wesley Mann's the cleanup man tonight. He's batting .247 on the season. Jake McCutcheon is playing third base tonight. He's in the fifth spot of the lineup. He's batting .341. Last night he went 1 for 2. He had 1 RBI, scored 3 runs, and check this out, he walked 3 times. At first base tonight is Mason Kisnarich, who will be in the sixth spot of the lineup. Kisnarich is batting .279 on the season, and Bryce Dreyer is still looking for his first hit of the season. He'll be out there in left field in the seventh spot of the lineup, but he's only had 4 at-bats. They all came last night. He also walked 3 times yesterday and had 1 RBI. Now Cole McCollum will be in the 8th spot playing right field. He's batting .208. He went 1 for 3 yesterday with an RBI, scored a run, and walked twice. You're seeing a theme here from the guys that played yesterday. Just some great baseball, particularly on the offensive side of things. Tyler Macon will round up the starting lineup for the Rockabillys. He's batting .233 on the season, and he's back in the starting lineup tonight at second base. And the starting pitcher for the Rockabillys is Sam Poindexter. Now, Poindexter is out of Union University here in Jackson, Tennessee. This is his 3rd start of the season. So far, he's still looking for his first decision that is a win. He's 0 for 2. He's appeared in 5 ball games, and his ERA is just a little bit below 5, 4.97. So Poindexter, of course, looking to improve those numbers. Not terrible numbers, but not the start he was looking to have. He is going for the win here tonight. The Rockabillys have a 2-game series against the LumberKings, and they are a tough team to beat. The LumberKings, as I mentioned before, 22-14. The Rockabillys have had a slow inaugural season, 14-24. But it's a new day. They had a great game yesterday here at the ballpark, and they're looking to continue that here tonight. In just a few minutes, we're expected to have our announcement of our starting lineups, our national anthem, and first pitch, and all the festivities. But first, we'll take a quick commercial break and be back right after this.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings, quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
Managers and the umpires meeting at the mound, a long-standing baseball tradition, which means that we will be underway in just a minute here. Rockabillys taking on the LumberKings here at the ballpark. If you're just now joining us, we're just a few minutes away from the start of this ball game. Rockabillys won their game yesterday. Before that, they were on a little bit of a skid, but they're looking to continue their winning ways here at the ballpark tonight. Matt Franco is the one that's leading the way for the Rockabillys. He is the manager of the team. The Rockabillys have played the LumberKings 2 times already this season. They dropped the first one 13-6 and the second one 7-3. So they're looking for different luck here in this 2-game series in the Hub City. After the game here tonight, which will have live music, and the game tomorrow night, that has the baby goats here at the ballpark, the Rockabillys will go on a road trip. They go to O'Fallon to see the Hoots. And then they go to Thrillville to see the Thrillbillies. Then they'll come back here on Friday night. So that's what is the schedule for the Rockabillys moving forward. We're in the second half of the season. And if you haven't made your way out to the ballpark, you're running out of times. Make sure that you make plans to come on out here. And now we've got a ceremonial first pitch, so we'll go to the mic on the field.
That Duke is going to catch her. She is Miss Iris, Tennessee. She's from Memphis, Tennessee. Townsend, you can shake him off if you want. Pretty good. Good shot. Roger, go ahead and put our guys out there. Okay, Rockabilly fans, here's your starting lineup. In center field, number 99, Griffin Cameron. At shortstop, number 2, Brian Becker. And designated hitter, number 32, James Denton. Catching tonight, number 22, Wesley Mack. address our beautiful flag in center field as Miss Lydia Fisher, Miss Delta Blues volunteer from Memphis, will give us her rendition of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the bombs bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free as the hum of the brave.
Well, here we go. Sam Poindexter will get those final warm-up throws before we start the game here tonight. The Rockabillys wearing their beautiful home jerseys we have come to know and expect and love from the Rockabillys here. The purple, the blue on the white jersey, which is just beautiful. You can purchase them at the Jukebox here in the Hub City at the ballpark, or you can go online to rockabillysbaseball.com. Shop the Jukebox online if you're not able to make it out to the ballpark. And then the LumberKings are wearing those gray jerseys with the green accents here and the white lettering. It is set to be a good ball game here. The Rockabillys coming off a win. In the second half, the LumberKings are 6-3. The Rockabillys, though, are 3-6. So the Rockabillys looking to pick up where they left off yesterday. A big win, 16-6 if you missed it. It was really just a masterclass in walking. The Rockabillys were able to just take the pitches that they got, watch them, and get on base. 15 walks for the team, which is just an insane number. 15 walks in just the 7 innings that we played because it was, of course, a run rule. Poindexter will face the top of the lineup. It's Casey Hintz leading the way, who's batting just 156. Then Jeremy Figueroa, who's batting 455, but he's only had 11 at-bats. Hintz will come on up to the batter's box, and we will get this one started. The LumberKings just won last night against the Alton River Dragons, but it was a close game, 3-2. The game before that, they dropped it to the Springfield Lucky Horseshoes, 9-7. They've had 2 games postponed this month. And quickly, the count is 2-0 here. Casey Hintz is the Taco Bell K-Man of the night, which if you watch ball games, that one's in there. 2-1. I'm sure you've heard us say that if the designated batter strikes out in the ball game, Everybody in attendance will receive a free taco courtesy of Taco Bell. That one's fouled off. Oh, and it hit a fan that was walking. And he gives the thumbs up to everybody to let him know that he is A-OK. But he was walking, looking at the concession stand, and all of a sudden the baseball came and hit him in the shoulder. Here's the 2-2. That one's low and outside. It's a full count now. That one's hit right over to first. Mason Kisnarge takes it on the hop, and it's a race to the bag. But Poindexter will win the foot race. Out number one here. He's able to bounce back and get hints. Jeremy Figueroa comes up to the batter's box. And as I mentioned, he's batting .455, but that is with a very small sample size of just 11 at-bats, where he has 5 hits. This is interesting. 2 home runs and 11 at-bats. So he is a power hitter. You got to be careful with the way that you pitch to Figueroa. He hits that one right back to the mound. And Poindexter will flip to Kisnarich. Out number 2. Cruising so far. That brings up the third man, Tate Gillen, who's batting .362. So the LumberKings do have a solid lineup as far as average is concerned. They have an average of .275 as a team. And as I mentioned, the second highest on-base percentage in the league. That's ball number 1. That one's low there. So 2-0. Tate Gillen goes to Creighton University. He's a freshman there, right-hander. Here he faces a 2-0 count. He hits that one right into center field. Can Griffin Cameron come on? He makes a great catch. Griffin Cameron is phenomenal out there in center field. That's why he's headed to the University of Kentucky in the fall. He makes a great play for out number 3 to retire the LumberKings 3 up, 3 down at the bottom. We're headed into the bottom of the first.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
A damaged electronic device typically costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars to replace. But we're here to show you that there's a better way. CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. Our knowledgeable technicians have experience working with all types of smartphones, tablets, computers and laptops, MP3 players, gaming consoles, and even other electronic gadgets like drones and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
Rockabillys due up here. They will be facing Mason Ben, who had a great start, his 1 start of the season. He went 3 innings, 0 earned runs, 0 runs at all. Gave up 1 hit, 1 walk. Struck out 2, and he has a 1-0 record. He will face the top of the order here, of course, in the first inning, Griffin Cameron, who had a great day at the plate yesterday. He's batting .286. Braden Becker, who walked and scored a run yesterday, but he's been struggling as far as average is concerned, .179. Then James Denton scored 2 runs yesterday, went 1 for 4, and he's batting .245. That's the 3 scheduled hitters here, but of course, the Rockabillys and the fans here in Jackson hope it's more than that in the first. Griffin Cameron just made that phenomenal catch to end the first inning out there in center field, and he starts it off in the batter's box. Watches ball number 1. Here's the 1-0. That one's down in the dirt. Griffin Cameron ahead in the count quickly. Swing and a miss at the 2-0 and makes it 2-1. Now it's 3-1. Griffin Cameron going to be careful here. If it's outside, he'll take a walk. He hits that one. Foul down the left side. That one left the ballpark. Over by the bullpen bar. It's bouncing around on the roof. And rolls down right to a fan off the one hop. It's a full count here, the payoff pitch. Ball number 4. Griffin Cameron will lead off the ball game as he often has with reaching first base. So now Braden Becker comes up to the plate with the runner on. Griffin Cameron is speedy out there on the base paths. You'll likely see him taking off here. Griffin has swiped 23 bags on the season. They check on him over there at first. They've read the scouting report. Check on him again. He has to dive back twice in a row, but he is back safely. We'll see at what point Ben will come to the plate for Braden Becker. That one's hit out there. Might get down, but it's going to be out there and right and caught. It had too much in it. It went right to him out there in right field. Thought there was a possibility that would get down, and of course it did not. Burkhart is over there to make the play, but Griffin Cameron was able to make it back safely. Here's James Denton, batting .245, and he fouls the first one straight back. Griffin Cameron has the 4th most stolen bases in the Prospect League, 23. He's 10 behind. That one's close at first, but he gets back safely. He's 10 behind Shield from Rex Baseball, who was just here in town. He goes here. That one's hit out to right field, and that's going to be over his head and off the wall. He got a terrible read on that one out there and right. He thought he had it. Griffin Cameron's head to the plate. It's going to be close. A great slide, and he's safe. 1-0 Rockabillys here. Griffin Cameron showing off the speed. Going first and coming around to score. Off that one was barely off the wall. And just a beautiful slide after the ball had made it to home plate. No chance that the tag was applied in time. Griffin Cameron comes around to score off a double by James Denton. Now the Rockabillys have already scored here in the first inning. Just one out, and Wesley Mann comes up with the runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from Wesley Mann. Swing and a miss. Wesley Mann is down here 0-2. That's the first run that Mason Ben's given up this season. It's just his second start. He didn't give up one in his first appearance, where he went 3 innings. Swing and a miss. Wesley Mann goes down swinging on 3 strikes. So it's 2 outs now. But James Denton is at second base. Jake McCutcheon comes up. He's batting .341. And Jake's got an opportunity to drive in a run here. That one's outside. Well, okay, strike number 1. I apologize. The Blues saw it different than I did. That one's hit in the air over by third. Should be an easy out, and it will be. Out number 3, Jake McCutcheon flies out to third, but the Rockabillys strike first. Griffin Cameron walks, and a James Denton double brings them around to score. So the Rockabillys lead it 1-0 at the end of the first, and we will be right back.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. CPR specializes in cracked screen replacement and repair, water damage, data recovery and transfer, camera repair, battery issues, component replacement, and more. CPR. We save your mobile life.
Sam Poindexter cruised through the first inning, 3 up, 3 down. And here he is in the second inning. He will be facing cleanup man to lead the way, Jeremy Conforti. Conforti is batting .317 on the season. Then he'll face Will McLean, who's batting .200, and Connor Giusti, who's batting .321. See if he can cruise through this one like he did in the first inning. That one's outside. Swing and a miss there. He fouls it off. He was way out in front of it. 1-1 is low. That one's chopped into the... Oh, and it broke a window in one of the boxes here. Shattered a window. Now it's ball number 3. 3-2. You can see right there, the fan grabbed the ball, but that hit the window squarely. One of the hazards of baseball. 3-2, that one's chopped back in the air. And off the roof into the parking lot.
Our window is sweet. Now needs cell phone repair. Window repair.
That one's hit out there into the gap. It's going to go all the way back to the wall. Griffin Cameron chasing it down. He's got his speed, and he's showcasing it out there on defense. Holds him to a double. Conforti leads off with the double here. After doing some damage to the ballpark, he does a little bit of damage to Sam Poindexter. Will McLean comes up to the plate. Runner in scoring position now, and the first base runner of the ball game for the LumberKings. Swing and a miss. He was way in front of that one. Sam Poindexter getting his call here. He sets and throws. Chopped foul off his leg maybe. But it's an 0-2 count here to Will McLean, who goes to Creighton University. Poindexter taking his time here, stepping off the mound. The umpire is making his way to the mound. There are some ominous clouds here over the stadium. And it looks like it's going to be a pinch runner. Count 40 is going to come out of the ball game. Brings in number 28, which is infielder Daryl Jean. So Daryl Jean comes in to pinch run here at second base. But there are some what looks like storm clouds over the ballpark. So Will McLean at home. He faces an 0-2 count. And Jean is on second base now. Poindexter checks at second and goes to the plate. That one's low. Swing and a miss. Got him to go. They'll have to throw to first. But it's out number one. Sam Poindexter strikes out his first batter with a nasty pitch. And this brings up Connor Giusti. Still the runner in scoring position. That one's low. Sam Poindexter gave up a leadoff double, and he's trying to work out of this jam here to preserve a 1-0 lead. That one's hit right over the head of the shortstop, Braden Becker. It's out into center field. Griffin Cameron's got a good arm. The throw's going to be off the mark, and the ball game is all tied up. Giusti gets to second base, and it's going to bring up Brock Wolin, who's hitting .231, with one out here. Poindexter to the plate. Swing and a miss. Got that one past him. That one's high. It's a 1-1 count now. That one's low. So it's a 2-1 count here. Sam Poindexter trying to keep it a 1-1 ball game. In there. Strike number 2. Good pitch from Poindexter. It's an even count now. That one's hit out there. And it's going to go foul. Looks like for a second the Mason Kisnarich or James Denton could make a play on it. But instead it's a CPR cell phone repair foul ball. And look at that fan going over the fence there. Trying to get that foul ball. Doing some parkour here at the park. 2-2. And that one's hit well foul. Right into the second deck.
Another souvenir foul ball, courtesy of cell phone repair.
Got him. Looking. Strikeout number 2 for Sam Poindexter. He gets Walden looking at that pitch. Fooled him completely. And it's 2 outs here. And Trevor Burkhart comes up to the plate, batting .279. Giesta is right there at second base in scoring position. That one's low. That one's in there for a strike. Good comeback pitch from Sam Poindexter. The damage has been done, but he's trying to stop the bleeding here. It's essentially a brand new ball game, 1-1. That one's high. Makes it a hitter's count, 2-1. That one's hit out there to right field. It's going to get right in front of him. Run's coming to the plate. It's going to be cut off, and it's 2-1 LumberKings. Conforti was able to get all the way to from second to home. And McCollum out there in right field was not able to make the play. It dropped in front of him. So the single from Burkhart puts him on first, and it makes a 2-1 ball game, LumberKings. Brings back up the top of the order. Actually, excuse me. So Woolen was the one there at first. I apologize with the RBI single. Just to correct it. And here, it's Brandon Vico. One low there. It's a 2-1 count. That one's outside. They almost checked down at first. Fouled off again. Make it a full count now.
Heads up, fans, there's another souvenir foul ball courtesy of Cell Phone Repair.
Runner goes, but it's fouled off. Payoff pitch again with 2 outs and a runner on. And he fouls it off yet again. It's Burkhardt at first. Just had that RBI single. And brought in the second run of the ball game for the LumberKings, giving them the lead here in the top of the second. So full count for the third time. We'll do it again. Lost him. Sam Poindexter threw 2 strikes that were both spoiled by being hit foul. Then that one he throws the ball and loses him. So it's back to the top of the lineup now for the LumberKings, who were set down in order in the first inning. It won't be as easy to set down this time. It's their second time seeing Poindexter. Casey Hintz is at the plate. He watches ball 1 high. Check down at first. Kisnarich applies a tag, but it is late. Here's the 1-1. That one's hit in the gap again. It gets down. Run is headed for the plate. And he will be safe. 3-1 LumberKings. In his second at-bat, Hintz improves his 156 batting average with an RBI single. And it's going to be a quick mound meeting here for Sam Poindexter. Nobody working out in the bullpen for the Rockabillys. But Poindexter looks like a different pitcher here in the second. He's given up 3 runs. The last 2 with 2 outs. It's 3-1 LumberKings. Rockabillys took a 1-run lead in the bottom of the first, and here the LumberKings have answered and added on 2 more. So Poindexter will try to get Figueroa here. With 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. That's a blow. Ball number 1. And fouled back. So it's an even count at 1 apiece. That one's hit and right over the head of shortstop Braden Becker. LumberKings add on another one. And Figueroa gets all the way over to second. Hintz gets to third. And Vlico scores. So now it's 4-1 LumberKings. They've got Poindexter's number here with 2 outs. Now it's Tate Gillen. He watches strike number 1. Two runners in scoring positions, but there are two outs. Strike number 2. Poindexter looks focused here at this at bat. That one's hit right over to first. Mason Kisnarich takes it on an awkward hop, and it's a foot race. Got him. Sam Poindexter wins that one by a half a second. And the LumberKings have added 4 runs here in the top of the second. They lead it by 3, but they are done doing damage, and the Rockabillys will get a chance to try to fight back into this one. It's 4-1. We'll be right back.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings, quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Mason Kisnarich will lead the Rockabillys here in the bottom of the second inning. The top of it for the Rockabillys. It'll be Kisnarich. After Kisnarich, it'll be Dreyer and McCollum. Those are the 3 guys that are trying to start this rally for the Rockabillys. They led it 1-0, and after the top of the second inning, they find themselves trailing by 3 runs. Kisnarich has a .279 average. He hits the first pitch out there. Deep out into the gap. It keeps going, and it's gone. Say goodbye to that one. Mason Kisnarich making his home run trot here. With one swing, he gets a run back here. 4-2. And that one just kept going and going and over the tall wall here at the ballpark in the Hub City. Look for that one near I-40. If you're driving by now and listening to the game, first of all, pay attention to the road. But second of all, pull over and grab that home run ball. Kisnarich saw a pitch he liked, and he made Ben regret that one. This pitch to Dreyer's inside. Here's the second one. And it's 2-0. That's a strike, 2-1. That one's fouled off right below the second deck. And it's a CPR cell phone repair foul ball. 2-2 the count here to Dreyer. Dreyer still looking for his first hit. He's only had 4 at-bats. Yesterday he walked 3 times and he got an RBI. So he's been good at the plate. Here he faces a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. He hits that one right to short. And it'll be caught on the line for out number 1. Bryce Dreyer got a hold of that one, hit it hard, but he hit it right where they were at. And now Cole McCollum comes up with 1 out here. McCollum is batting .208 on the season. Yesterday he went 1 for 3. He had an RBI, came around to score, and he also walked twice. That one's chopped, kind of a swinging bunt. Who's going to take it? The third baseman, and he throws it right to first for out number 2. McCollum hit that one with the bottom of the barrel on the bat. And it took an awkward bounce right over there, really in the shortstop's position, but the third baseman, Giusti, took it himself. And now this brings up the 9-hole hitter, Tyler Macon, who's batting .233 out of the University of Memphis. He watches the first one down near the dirt. That one's fouled off, making it an even count at 1. Macon was behind that one. Gets a hold of this one, and it's fouled off again. Over towards the ballpark. The dog park at the ballpark is what I meant to say. In the grass general admission area here. It's a 1-2 count to Macon with 2 outs here. He hits that one up in the air. Over near the bullpen. Who's going to make the play? It'll be the second baseman who gloves it for out number 3. Figueroa catches that one from Tyler Macon, his counterpart at second base. And the Rockabillys are retired, but Mason Kisnarich hit a missile out there towards I-40, made it 4-2. So it's just a 2-run deficit, but the Rockabillys still behind here through 2.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Sam Poindexter struggled in the second inning. He gave up 4 runs. But Mason Kisnarich got one back for the Rockabillys, so the score is 4-2. Poindexter trying to settle in and have an inning like he had in the first, which was 3 up, 3 down. The second inning was anything but that. What you got to do is shake it off here. And leading off is Daryl Yeen, who came in to pinch run in the second inning, eventually came around to score. Here he is to bat. Jan is batting .125 on the season. He takes strike number 1 there, but he's only had 8 at-bats. This would be at-bat number 9. Here's the 0-1. He throws a lazy swing at it. That one hit really hard off on the first base side. Foul, though. Oh, 2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he went. So Jan is retired. And his first at-bat of this ball game is unsuccessful. Out number 1, Poindexter strikes out his third batter of the day. And it's been a good start here to the third inning. If you keep it a 2-run ball game, you've got to trust that your offense can get you back into the game. Well, that one gets loose from Poindexter. And Will McLean will take first base. Before I got to say that he struck out in his first at-bat, he's hit by a pitch. Now it's Connor Giusti who comes up to the plate. He had a hit that drove in a run in his first at-bat. Check swings, but it's in there, so it's a strike. Poindexter's doing a good job of getting out in front of hitters here. That's in there. 0-2. He's pitching with a lot of confidence. And that's what you want from a pitcher. Even when you're behind, you want him to have confidence out there on the mound. It's going to be a play at second. The runner goes off a sort of wild pitch. I think he got him. He did. Base runner is erased here. A good throw from Wesley Mann behind the dish. He was able to jump up, catch the ball that was right below his knees, and throw it over to second to retire Giusti. And now the bases are empty with 2 outs and a 1-2 count. That one's a slow roller foul over towards the Rockabillys dugout. That one just kind of gets the barrel on the ball, and it bloops out to right center field for a single. So there's a base runner aboard now. Here's a replay of that throw at second. Wesley Mann picks it up quickly, and the tag is applied by Tyler Macon. This one's up in the air. Who's going to get it? Tyler Macon calls it, and he gloves it for out number 3. So a runner is stranded. Sam Poindexter shakes off the second inning. No stress here in the third inning, and he retires the LumberKings. So we're headed to the bottom of the third. The Rockabillys got one back in the second. Can they get 1, 2, or maybe even take the lead here in the third? We'll find out together in just a minute.
If you're looking to upgrade your device without breaking the bank, CPR can help you with that as well. Our stores carry a wide variety of certified pre-owned tablets, laptops, and smartphones, including all of the latest Apple and Samsung models. Financing is available for qualified customers. Our Y-certified technicians are ready to assist you, and our limited lifetime warranty is the best in the industry. And with hundreds of stores across the U.S., you never have to look far for fast, efficient electronic device repair. CPR. We save your mobile life.
Here we are in the bottom of the third. It's going to be Griffin Cameron in the top of the order for the Rockabillys. He walked in his first at-bat, came around to score. Then Braden Becker and James Denton, who drove in Griffin Cameron. They're the 3 ones that will be facing Mason Ben, who is now up to 25 pitches. Rockabillys have 2 hits so far. They've got 2 runs off of those. LumberKings have 6 hits, and they've converted them for 4 runs. Here's Griffin Cameron in his second at-bat. He really battled hard in the first one. Takes strike 1 here. But he was behind. He fouled off a couple with the full count, and then eventually was rewarded with the walk. That one's down in the dirt, bounces in. Griffin Cameron taking a moment outside of the batter's box. And it's ball 2. He's ahead again. He hits that one a mile high. It's drifting foul, but it's going to be in play and out number 1. Shortstop makes his way over there, and Hintz is able to put the glove on it for out number 1. So Griffin Cameron is retired here in his second at bat. And that brings up Braden Becker. Braden Becker's 0 for 1. He watches the first one, skipping in. The second one's low, so he's ahead here, 2-0. He gets this one right through the gap between second and third, and he's aboard with a single with the one out here. Could be the start of something for the Rockabillys. James Denton, who has been hot in the batter's box, comes up to the plate. He had an RBI single that he was able to get to second on in the first inning. Last night he went 1 for 4. He scored 2 runs. He's behind that one. Strike number 1. That one's hit over to first. Could be a double play ball. They get one at second. It's going to be close. No throw even over to first. So it's a fielder's choice. They get the lead runner in Braden Becker. And James Denton is at first with 2 outs. Now Wesley Mann comes up to the plate. Wesley Mann struck out on 3 pitches that he swung at all of them in his first at-bat. So looking to have a more competitive at-bat here. That one bounces in again. A lot of Ben's pitches have bounced in, but then a lot of his other pitches are very competitive. Interesting to see that contradiction here. That one's inside. Falls behind the Rockabillys quite a bit, but he's been able to bounce back in the majority of the at-bats. The Rockabillys only have 3 hits and 1 walk. But it's been very common that they've started out 2-0 in an at-bat. That one's hit out to center. But it'll be in right field by the time it ends. And it'll be out number 3. The Rockabillys strand a runner. The LumberKings stranded a runner in the top of the third. We are a third of the way through the ball game, and the score is 4-2. We'll be back in just a minute.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings. Quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
It's the Pack Your Bags here at the ballpark, courtesy of Southern Airways Express. And it looks like we've got a team effort. So there's a couple different approaches to this one. How many clothes do you grab per trip? Do you take just one trip? We saw somebody cheat the system this season and bring the suitcase to the clothes. I think that's been outlawed since then, but it was a high IQ play. Very thrifty, if you ask me. Here they're packing the suitcases. It's coming down to the last second. The team of two is getting ahead here. It's going to come down to the final zip. And there's the winner there, beating out the son and mom. And it might have been that power of the Rockabillys t-shirt that propelled him on to victory. Trevor Burkhart is here at the plate. He's 1 for 1. He drove in a run in what was a horrific second inning for the Rockabillys. That one's low. Ball number 1. It's 2-0 here to Burkhart. It's a humid night here at the ballpark. Temperature's 83. That one's over by the fans. Somebody can make a play, but they're going to have to chase this one down. Count is 2-1. Make that 2-2. Good pitch there from Sam Poindexter. He's at 63. That one's chopped down to second base. Tyler Macon bobbles it and won't be able to make the throw. It took a weird bounce off the grass, which led to a weird bounce off the dirt. And Tyler Macon thought he had it. Kept it in front of him, so it's only a single. But he wasn't able to make a play at first. So Trevor Burkhart leads off with the infield single. And now it's Vicko who walked in his first at bat. He lazy swing at that one. The ball was well past him. Looked like a glitch in a video game. Oh, 1. One runner on. You'd love to produce a double play ball. They throw down to first. It'll be close. It gets away from Kisnarich. But no harm done. Burkhart will stay at first. That one's low. It's a 2-1 count. Vicko is ahead in the count here. No outs, a one runner on. Rockabillys would love to keep this one just a 2-run game. That one's fouled off. So now it's an even count at 2. Vicko, as you can see, goes to South Dakota State University. He's a catcher there. And he's playing for Clinton this summer with the Prospect League. Fouls that one back. On deck, we'll go back to the top of the order. It's going to be Hintz, then Figueroa. There are no outs, so it could be well more than that. Depends on how this inning goes here. Hit well out to right field. Tailing foul and into the bullpen for the visitors. Out of play. The LumberKings have been doing a good job of running up Sam Poindexter's count. Oh, we've got a pickle here. Down to second. Tag. Got him. Rockabillys have been doing such a good job with runners on. Sam Poindexter made a great pink-off move to first. Burkhart was caught leaning towards second, so he took off. And it was a close play there at the bag, but he was able to throw him out with a nice tag. One out here, no runner on. That's huge. 2-2 count. And that one's hit right to short. Throw over to first. Gets him by several steps. Here's a replay of that throw at second. Got him. So 2 outs now, and the threat of a man in scoring position has been taken away. Casey Hintz grounds right out to shortstop in his third at bat, and Jeremy Fagora comes up here. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He drove in a run with the single. He fouls the first pitch of this third at bat, straight back though into the net. And after the ball hit a window here at one of the boxes in the ballpark, I'm glad we've got a net here in front of us in the press box. That one's into the net again, and over the net, a good bare-handed play while holding a hot dog. That's an impressive play from the fan, and he immediately handed the ball off to somebody sitting right next to him. Good play and a good heart. That one's down. Ball number 1. Everybody's holding their breath, hoping for a free taco. Casey Hintz is the Taco Bell K-Man of the night. He's got a 1-2 count, so Poindexter a good chance of striking him out. But that one will be softly grounded to first. Kisnarich will take it himself, and it'll be out number 3. So unconventional, 3 up, 3 down. Well, that's what we saw right here. The Rockabillys cruising, Poindexter pitching well. We are headed into the bottom of the 4th, but they still trail it 4-2.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings, quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
Rockabillys, some work to do in the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-2. They were able to score 1 apiece in the first and second inning, nothing in the third. But here they've got another opportunity to do it. It's still Ben on the mound, who's at just 37 pitches. It feels like it's been a lot more than that. He's given up 2 runs, just 3 hits. But he's had a lot of 2-0 starts to at-bats. Here's Jake McCutcheon. He's 0-1 today. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it off towards the picnic pavilion here at the ballpark. It skips, and it'll run down the roof. Here comes the 0-1 from Ben. He hits that one out to right, but it's not going to have enough on it. And coming in to make a good play is the right fielder, Burkhart. So Jake McCutcheon got a hold of it, but he hit it right where they were at. And it's out number 1 to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Mason Kisnarich, who hit his 3rd home run of the season back in the 2nd inning off the first pitch he saw, comes up to the plate now. He swings at that one, hits it well out there, this time to right center. Back towards the warning track, it bounces. Kisnarich will cruise into second base. Back-to-back extra base hits for Mason Kisnarich. He came ready to play here today. He's in scoring position here with a single out. And Bryce Dreyer comes up here. Kisnarich seeing the ball very well right now. His batting average coming into today's game was .279. He's, of course, raised it a couple points already today. Well inside. Ball number 1. This one swung on, hit over to third. Kisnarich will have to go back to second, and Dreyer will be retired at first for out number 2. Unfortunate that couldn't even move the runner over. But Dreyer is retired for the second out, and Cole McCollum from Edina, Tennessee, just down the road, comes up to the plate. Just joined the team recently. Had a good night last night. Went 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run and 2 walks. Here he's got a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Hits that one foul.
That is a ball of the foul, courtesy of Cell Phone Repair.
The 0-1 gets past McCollum. He's down to his last strike here. Good eye there. 1-2. That one's hit out to right in the air. Tailing towards foul territory, but the play will be made. For out number 3, Mason Kisnarich is stranded at second here in the bottom of the 4th. We're almost halfway through this one in the Hub City, and the Rockabillys still trail it by 2 runs.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
A damaged electronic device typically costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars to replace. But we're here to show you that there's a better way. CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. Our knowledgeable technicians have experience working with all types of smartphones, tablets, computers and laptops, MP3 players, gaming consoles, and even other electronic gadgets like drones and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
Poindexter's gotten through 4 here. The only hiccup he had was in the second inning. Unfortunately, it was a fit of hiccups. 4 runs for the LumberKings in that inning here, and the Rockabillys still trail 4-2. But the key right now is keep the score the same when the LumberKings are batting and try to change that score when the Rockabillys are hitting. And that's to put it simply. Of course, that's how the game of baseball is played. But that's where your focus has to be on the field. Figueroa swings at the first one out to right. And setting up right below it is McCollum for out number 1 off the first pitch. If you take away that second inning, Sam Poindexter has been incredible here tonight. And even with that second inning, he's still done a good job, put his team in position to make a run at this game. That one's in the strike zone. That one gets away. 1-1. That second inning where the LumberKings scored 4 runs, they got 5 out of their 6 hits. So it really was all they were able to do so far. That one's fouled off. It's 0-2 the count. Gillen's 0 for 2 already today. Swing and a miss, got him to go. They'll throw him out at first as a formality. Mason Kisnarich had to glove that one. It was a little bit high, but no harm done. Out number 2, and that is strikeout number 4 for Sam Poindexter. He's at 80 pitches here. And Jan comes up to the plate. His second at bat. His first one, he struck out. He check swings at that one down the line, but foul. That one's in there. Strike number 2. Poindexter's ahead of Jan here. He's got a pitch or two to work with. He misses with that one. But no harm done. 1-2 the count. That one's chopped, a weird bounce to short. Braden Becker gloves, throws, and it's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the LumberKings. Sam Poindexter cruising through 5 with 85 pitches. Rockabillys due up now. We're halfway through the ball game.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. CPR specializes in cracked screen replacement and repair, water damage, data recovery and transfer, camera repair, battery issues, component replacement, and more. CPR. We save your mobile life.
Here we are at the bottom of the 5th inning. It's still Mason Ben on the mound. He's only up to 46 pitches. The Rockabillys lead off with Tyler Macon. Then they'll go to the top of the order, Griffin Cameron and Braden Becker. It's a good time in the 5th inning. 3rd time that you've seen Ben to strike now before they get somebody in here to relieve. That one's fouled off. Towards the boxes again. This time, not a window. Strike number 2. So it's Matthew Buca pinch hitting. It was just announced. And he watches that one. It goes all the way back to the backstop, but he is behind here 1-2. And that one's fouled off to stay alive. Here's the 1-2 to Buca. Swing and a miss. Got him to go there. Strikeout number 2 for Ben today. That brings up the top of the order for the Rockabillys. It'll be Griffin Cameron. He's walked today and he's 0 for 1. Swings at the first one, fouls it into the net. And a good play by Braden Becker on the on-deck circle. That one's outside. It's a 1-1 count now. Griffin Cameron watches that one, and now he's ahead in the count. The storm clouds that were over the ballpark quickly left, and the skies look much clearer now. That one's fouled off. Make it 2-2. That one leaves the stadium, but the wrong direction. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts from Mason Ben, who only seems to have settled in after pitching 4 innings, and he's 2 out of 3 outs here in the 5th. And Braden Becker comes up. Becker's 1 for 2. Of course, that RBI single that brought Griffin Cameron around to score. Actually, I apologize. Braden Becker did have a single, but did not bring in Cameron. He watches that one. Ball 1. Swings at this one, hits it right up the middle, and deposits it into shallow center field. For a 2-out single. Now he's 2 for 3. And Becker's on base for James Denton, who's the one that hit the RBI single that brought in Griffin Cameron. Now, Braden Becker doesn't have the speed that Griffin Cameron has, but a double would likely bring Becker around to score, probably not a single. It was a hit and run when Cameron came around to score, to be fair. This one fouled way off. And that one leaves the park too. Runner goes. Good jump. Throws outside and slides in time. Did he come off the bag, though? He's safe. Braden Becker swiped second. Now he's in scoring position here. It's Becker's 6th stolen base of the season. And if James Denton can get a single here, likely would score a run. He watches that one. Counts 1-2. Two outs. That one gets loose. He's going to head over to third. And Braden Beckard's 90 feet away here with the 2-2 count and 2 outs. If the Rockabillys could get, well, they're going to say it was tipped foul. No, he's calling time. Thought he was trying to say it was tipped foul. Braden Becker is at third, and it will stay that way. He started to kind of walk back to second, and it confused me for a moment. But he's 90 feet away here. James Denton at the plate, 2-2 and 2 outs. It's an important pitch and an important at-bat. Swing and a miss. Struck out the side. And that's 4 strikeouts for Ben, who had just 1 headed into the bottom of the 5th. He is cruising. He's only thrown 62 pitches, gotten through 5 innings. He's only given up 2 runs. We'll head on to the 6th inning, though. Through 5 here. Score is 4-2. It's Josh Furtado who's come into relief pitch. He's been incredible all season long. The Rockabillys trying to keep this one as close as possible. They trail it by 2. It's Furtado's 13th appearance. His ERA is 2.83. But he's been so good outside of 1 or 2 appearances that were a little bit of a struggle. He's thrown 35 innings, struck out 47. Josh Furtado has been so good throughout this year. And likely that means the score will stay 4-2 as long as Furtado's up there on the mound. Don't want to jinx it, but you expect him with 47 strikeouts, the 3rd most in the Prospect League, with the 4th best ERA, actually tied for 3rd, 2.83. You expect greatness from him every time he's out there on the mound. And he's proven over and over again that he can live up to that. He's out of Transylvania University. And here he will come on to face Will McLean, who's 0 for 1. It was a good day from Sam Poindexter. Unfortunately, he's not in position to get the win. But he got through 5 innings, and the only struggle he had was there in the 2nd, which unfortunately opened the floodgates. 4 runs off 5 hits. A couple of walks as well. But all in all, a good day from Sam Poindexter. And the Rockabillys likely could go on to win this game because of the great start that Poindexter put up. Right now it's McClin. To start out the inning. Struck out once. He watches that one in there for a strike. He was also hit by a pitch. So he's had insult and injury here at the ballpark. Not too serious of an injury, a mile high. That'll be at 3rd. Oh, and he misses it. It took a random turn right before it fell. And it's going to be an infield single. Unfortunate turn of events for the Rockabillys. Looked like it was going to be out number 1. Actually, it'll likely be ruled an error for Jake McCutcheon there at third. We'll see for the official ruling in just a second. Either way, McClin is there at first, and it has been ruled an error by McCutcheon. So check on him here at first. He gets back safely. And Connor Giusti, who's 2 for 2 with an RBI, has been an impossible out here today. Check on him at first again. That one's closer, but he's still back safely. Josh Furtado puts that one out of the zone. That one's hit right over the head of the first baseman and out into right field. Runner goes to third, and it'll be runners on the corners here. I may have jinxed Josh Furtado. There's no outs. Of course, the one is because of an error. So that runner there on third, if he comes around to score, would not be an earned run for Josh Furtado. Just an unfortunate series of events. And Connor Giusti continues his perfect day with a single there to right field. Now it's Brock Wolin. That one's low. Wolin struck out once. He's 0 for 2. But he's got a 1-0 count here. And make it even at $1 apiece. Furtado throws over to first. Giusti's able to get back. Chop swing. It goes foul off his bat. So it's 1-2 here. And that one fouled back into the net again. This has been a long at bat here. Furtado's got him 2-2, throws over to first. It was a good fake, but he wasn't able to get it. That one's right up the middle. It's going to get through. A run will come in here. And it's runners on first and second. That run is because of the error at third. And then back-to-back singles. So it's 5-2. Brock Wolin gets his first hit of the ball game. And Trevor Burkhart, who's 1 for 2, comes up to the batter's box. Furtado checks at second and goes towards home. Bunt pops it way up over the net. And a good play by the fan that won the Pack Your Bags. And he's sitting with the woman and the young boy that he beat. Was that a family competition? It was. I'm getting verification here from my production team, my director. Check swing, didn't go. 1-1. My knowledge is being questioned behind me by Christopher Reasons, our director. He doubted me, but I do in fact know his name. Just wanted to make that abundantly clear. 1-1 the count here, 2 runners on. Swung on and grounded down foul, third base line. It's a 1-2 count. Josh Furtado hasn't been able to get an out yet here in the top of the 6th. Of course, the error threw a wrench in the system at third. It looked like it was going to be an easy fly out. Then it's been 2 singles and long at bats the whole way. That one was close. Doesn't give him the call. 2-2. Some fans upset about that here at the ballpark. Fouled off. Spoils a good pitch. That one's headed toward the Cards in the parking lot.
Someone please pick up that shooting foul ball and wait for your call.
Swing and a miss. Josh Furtado struck him out. He adds to his prospect league third best, 47. That's number 48 there. And now, Brandon Vlicko comes up to the plate. With 1 out here, 2 runners on. Oh, and 1 the count here to Vlicko. That one's in there. Finds the outside corner. Strike number 2. Josh Furtado's ahead here, looking like his old self. That one's high, though. 1-2. That one's hit out there to center. Griffin Cameron coming in. He reads it and gloves it for out number 2. Runners are going to stay. Casey Hintz comes up to the plate now. Came into today's ball game batting just 156. Here he is with 2 outs and 2 runners on. He's 1 for 3 here today. And drove in an RBI. Hopefully there'll be none more of that. Motorcycle or a muscle car trying to impress us with their fancy car out there on I-40. That one's fouled off. That one's high. Looked good to me. You can hear the boos from the crowd here in Jackson. They wanted that call for Josh Furtado. They also want this taco if Casey Hintz strikes out. Counts 1-1. Josh Furtado's the man to do it. That's fouled off. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Strike away from free tacos and getting out of the inning. That one's high. 2-2. That one won't get it done. That one bounces in, gets loose. And the runners move up, but no harm done yet if they can get the batter here. Nobody comes around to score. A wild pitch makes it a full count. Glisty goes over to third. Woolen over to second. The key is getting hints here. 3-2, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, got him. The crowd's loving it because it means the Rockabillys get out of the inning. It also means they get free tacos courtesy of Taco Bell. Now, the sad thing that nobody's cheering about is that the LumberKings were able to add on 1 run. There's some fans celebrating the tacos. 5-2 the score here through 5.5. We will head on to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Rockabillys still trying to battle back, but they've got time to do it.
CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. CPR specializes in cracked screen replacement and repair, water damage, data recovery and transfer, camera repair, battery issues, component replacement, and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
JR here at the ballpark with some young fans. Enjoying a good time. The Rockabillys trail this one by 3 runs currently. 5-2. It'll be Wesley Mann to start out the inning in the batter's box. He's still looking for his first hit of the day. Then it'll be Jake McCutcheon, who's also looking for his first hit of the day. And Mason Kisnarich, who's had 2 hits today. He's 2 for 2. Had a home run and a double. Triple and a single away from the cycle. Rockabillys have stranded a couple of runners here in the ballgame. They also have 2 errors, which have contributed to the lead for the LumberKings. Most notably in that last inning, to start out the inning. Now, there's no way of knowing for sure if things would have been different, but you can expect that they probably would have been a little bit better had that not happened. The Rockabillys have stranded 4 base runners tonight. Now, interestingly, the LumberKings have stranded 5, so they've actually left more, but that's because they have 8 hits. They've also put up 5 runs, so it's not as noticeable. Fans doing the twist and shout here at the ballpark with our very own JR. Here's Wesley Mann, 0 for 2, struck out once. That one's hit squarely out to right field, but it's going to be an easy play. And casually making the play out there is Burkhart. A lot of balls have been hit out to Burkhart tonight, and he's made easy work of them. That one's no different. Wesley Mann is down off the first pitch. And now it's Jake McCutcheon. Jake is 0 for 2 here tonight. Last night, he went 1 for 2, scored 3 runs. He also walked 3 times. Here he takes strike number 1. That one's hit foul and off the roof of one of the press boxes. Quickly, the count is 0-2. That one's hit a mile up in the air. And right in play over by third. So out number 2.
Coming to the plate. First baseman, number 44. Say it with me. Mason Kids-Norwich.
It's Paul Schuler out there on the mound. Excuse me. It's number 26, which is not listed on the roster for the LumberKings. The roster as of today does not include a 26. So it's a mystery man out there on the mound. He's doing well so far, but he's down here 2-0 to the red-hot Mason Kids-Norwich. That one's well outside. They're clearly scared to throw to Mason Kids-Norwich here. 3-0. Here's the 3-0. And ball number 4. So Mason Kids-Norwich walks on 4. It's Jai Jensen out there on the mound. He's throwing in his 8th game of the year. He is 1-0. He's got a 12 ERA. Well, he quickly got 2 outs from the Rockabillys. A fan showing off his pizza there. And I presume he won from the pizza in your pizza. Strike number 1 here. Dreyer is behind that one. And strike number 2. Bryce Dreyer's down 0-2. Swing and a miss. He goes down swinging on 3 strikes. The Rockabillys strand another runner, and we are through 6 innings. The score is still 5-2, so some work to do, but 3 innings left to do it. We'll be back in a minute.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings, quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Here we are in the 7th inning. It's still Josh Furtado out there on the mound, which I spoke a little too soon about this spectacular performance he was going to have. He did perform fairly well once he settled in, but Josh Furtado allowed the LumberKings to score 1 run. It was not earned. It was because the batter reached base because of an error. But he was able to come back, strike out 2, and win everybody in the building free tacos. So that always makes you a fan favorite. And here he is again once he's really settled in. It's 5-2. Furtado will be facing Figueroa first, then Gillen, and Conforti, unless anything changes. And here we go in the 7th inning. That one's outside. Ball number 1. And that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss here. Josh Furtado fires that one past him. It's a 1-2 now. That one gets away from him. Evens up the count at 2. Chops that one, and it's going to land softly out there in right field. A cheap single, but a single at that. Figueroa adds another hit here to his day. He's 2 for 3. And Gillen, who is 0 for 3, comes up to the plate here with no outs and a runner on. Swing and a miss. Gillen stood no chance at that pitch. Check on him over there at first. It's close, but he's able to get back standing up. The 0-1 is fouled off right by home plate. So Josh Furtado's ahead here 0-2. Check on him yet again at first to keep him honest. That one gets away from Furtado, spinning too much out of the zone. Fouled off yet again. Gillen's doing a good job of staying alive against Josh Furtado. keeping Figura as honest as possible over there at first. That one misses. Now it's 2-2. Check on him yet again. Josh Furtado being extra careful that Figura doesn't go anywhere. Swing and a miss. He got him. Gillen goes down swinging. Strikeout number 3 for Josh Furtado. And that takes his season total to 50. But the important thing going through Furtado's mind is keeping this game 5-2. I guarantee he has no thought about adding on to his strikeout count. He's trying to get outs any way possible. Furtado getting some rosin on his hand here to deal with the sweat. It's a humid night out there, 80 degrees here at the ballpark. Runner goes. That pitch is outside, and Wesley Mann won't even throw down to second. Counts 1-0 to Jan. That one's in there. Good pitch from Furtado. Counts 1-1. That's high, so it's 2-1 now. That one's outside again. Furtado behind 3-1. He's focused on Figura there at second. That one's inside. Ball 4. He loses Jan. So it's a mound visit, and looks like somebody may be hustling in from the bullpen. He will. So that'll be the end of the day for Josh Furtado. We'll take a quick break as they warm up here, and we'll be back and tell you all about who's on the mound.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
If you're looking to upgrade your device without breaking the bank, CPR can help you with that as well. Our stores carry a wide variety of certified pre-owned tablets, laptops, and smartphones, including all of the latest Apple and Samsung models. Financing is available for qualified customers. Our Y-certified technicians are ready to assist you, and our limited lifetime warranty is the best in the industry. And with hundreds of stores across the U.S., you never have to look far for fast, efficient electronic device repair. CPR. We save your mobile life.
Jawan Fitch is out there on the mound to pitch his first pitches as a Jackson Rockabilly. He goes to Xavier University of Louisville. He's a senior there, and he's just now joining the club, so we'll see, along with you, how well he performs here. 2 runners on, 1 out. He's facing Will McLean. Puts that one in there for a strike. Good first look. Here's the 0-1. That one's hit, and it's going out there in the gap, way back towards the wall. One round is going to come around to score. Another one's headed for home. Griffin Cameron picks it up. It's the cutoff is met, and the play at third not in time. So 2 more runs come in, and suddenly it's 7-2 with the runner on third. Will McLean, 2 RBI triple. And Connor Gusti comes up here. Just 1 out. Now runner 90 feet away, broken bat. Good play by Tyler Macon, spins, but he makes it. Makes him go wide there. And that's going to be a single that drives in a run, makes it 8-2. Guisti is 4 for 4 today. The way that he's been putting together these hits is ridiculous. That one there, a broken bat single. It was actually gloved by Tyler Macon, but because he was in the spin cycle, he wasn't able to throw him out at first. 4 singles for Guisti today. That one's hit through the gap. It's hit after hit right now for the LumberKings. I mentioned that their team average is 275 on the season. And they also have the second most on-base percentage in the league. 408, second highest. So it's going to be a tough game for the Rockabillys, a tough 2-game series. These 2 teams are almost the inverse of each other. Rockabillys 14-24. The LumberKings 22-14. Fitch throws that one high, 1-0. And that one's low. On the other end of the spectrum, 2-0. Make that 3-0. Count, 2 runners on, a single out. Fitch is pitching to Burkhart. He walks him on 4 pitches. That'll load up the bases here with 1 out. But positive way to look at it is you make a force out in every bag. So good opportunity for a double play here. If Jawan Fitch can produce a ground ball. Right now it's a mound visit. Likely to calm down Fitch. He'll be facing Brandon Vlaco, who's 0 for 2. So a good chance of getting Vlaco to get out here. I didn't realize how tall Mason Kisnarich is until just now, especially compared to the other guys. He's there at first. Let's see what Mason Kisnarich is listed as. His official height is 6'6". Yep, that'll do it. Tall, to say the least. Brandon Vlaco at the plate, bases loaded, 1 out. Jawan Fitch trying to keep it a close ball game. It's a 6-point deficit right now for the Rockabillys. That's ball number 1. So it's 5 straight balls thrown from Jawan Fitch. And that one's in the dirt. Here's the 2-0 and 3-0. Three-0 count. And he walks him. That'll bring in a run. Make it 9-2. So Vlaco reaches first. Gisto comes home to score. And now it's Casey Hintz, who's 1 for 4 with an RBI and 1 strikeout. Fitch seems shook up out there on the mound. He hasn't been able to throw a strike. It's been 9 straight balls. Sometimes you just got to get one in the zone to really settle in. It's like a basketball player missing a ton of shots. Once one goes in, they're good to go. Count is 2-0 though. There it is. Jawan Fitch throws that in the strike zone. 2-1. That one's high. 3-1. And 4-1. That'll walk in another run. 10-2. Bases loaded here with 2 outs. I don't see anybody getting warm in the Rockabillys bullpen. Jeremy Figueroa is 2 for 4 with an RBI. Well, right as I said that, it was announced that Alex Diaz will pinch hit with the bases loaded and 1 out. That one's high, gets away from him. Run comes home, it'll be close. Got him. Tried to do some acrobatics, but in the end he was beat. There's not too much you can do about it. Good play there from Wesley Mann to get to the ball quickly. Terrible jump for that one. They were way behind it by the time it got to him. And Fitch able to apply the tag. 2 outs here, 1-0. 2 runners on. That one's down in the dirt. 2-0. Alex Diaz has a 246 average. It's high, 3-0. Runner won't run on Wesley Mann again. I don't blame him. Don't blame him in the slightest. 3-0 is the count, though. They've got a place to put him on first now that they got that out at home. Juan Fitch throws ball number 4. Alex Diaz comes into pinch hit. He walks on 4 pitches. And it's the bases loaded again here, but with 2 outs. And Gillen, who's 0 for 4 today, comes to the plate. If there's a batter that you want to face in this situation, it's Gillen, who struck out twice tonight. He did come into today's ball game batting .362, but he watches strike number 1 there, and you wouldn't know it if you just watched today's game. Oh, that one hit him. That'll bring in a run. Gillen gets hit, so he reaches base for the first time. And the score is 11-2. It should be on 40. And looks like that'll be it for Juwan Fitch. His first start as a Rockabilly was a struggle. Now they brought in Jake McCutcheon from third. So he'll come into relief pitch here with the 9-run lead. So he'll get some warm-up throws in here. Jake hasn't thrown for the Rockabillys this year. This homestand, they've had to use a lot of position players. It's the call to the bullpen, but except it's the call to third base. Jake McCutcheon makes his way onto the mound here. McCutcheon getting those final warm-up pitches. And now at third is Settlemeyer. So here it is, Jake McCutcheon pitching for his first time for the Rockabillys with the bases loaded, 2 outs. The Rockabillys were the ones that run-ruled Rex baseball yesterday, 16-6. Here they find themselves in danger of that happening to them today. Inside. It's Jan at the plate. Jan's 0 for 2, struck out once. But he's ahead here, 2-0. Jake McCutcheon is behind, is what I was intending to say. 2-0 count, bases loaded. 2 outs. Jan swings at that one. Here's the 1-2. That one's hit, but well foul. Count is 2-2. Good play there. Well, it bounced out of his hand. Just a reminder, if you want to learn more about the teams, players, or anything about the Prospect League, just go to prospectleague.com. It's the one-stop shop for all of that, and they've even got a podcast. The 2-2 down in the dirt. It's all going to come down to this pitch here. Full count, payoff pitch, 2 outs, bases loaded. Unless this one's fouled off, something's happening here. Everybody at the ballpark is going silent, holding their breath. And he lost him. So it's 12-2. Jan makes his way to first. Rockabillys have to get out of this inning here. McLean comes up to the batter's box. He's 1 for 3. It's been a tough day for the Rockabillys. They scored 1 in the first. It looks good. They scored another one in the second, but by that time they were down 4-1. And since then, they have been quiet. They've stranded runners. They've had opportunities, but just haven't been able to piece together enough at-bats to bring in any runs. And, of course, the pitching has struggled due to the fact that the LumberKings have had just great at-bats. 0-1 is the count. Outside, make it 1 apiece. One, 2, as that one's fouled off. That one's high. Make it 2-2. That one's hit up in the air. Might be playable, but it'll be tough. Braden Becker makes the grab, but the damage has been done. 7 runs in the top of the 7th inning, and they are in position to run rule the Rockabillys. Rockabillys would have to score here in the bottom of the 7th, or it is lights out and the game is over, just like last night. But on the flip side, the Rockabillys in danger of going down in 7 here tonight. We'll take a quick break and be back in a second.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings, quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Here we are, the bottom of the 7th. It's Cole McCollum up at the plate. Ben Deteye's on the mound. Interesting submarine style here. That one's fouled off. Since his 8th appearance, he's got a 0 ERA in 14.1 innings. So he's the closer. Check, he did not go. 1-1. Lights out guy for the LumberKings. Pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Jammed him inside. Slow roller to first. He won't even try to beat it out. And it's out number 1. The emotion has just been zapped from the Rockabillys and the fans here at the stadium. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. They could potentially be the last inning. It's Matt Buca. That's in there for a strike. That one is completely missed. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck out Buca. And 1 out away from the LumberKings, run rolling the Rockabillys. Griffin Cameron trying to save the day here, at least keep it alive for a little bit. That one's fouled off. Strike number 1. Griffin Cameron's 0 for 2 with the walk today. Fouled that one off again, about the same place. 0-2 here. Fan must have made a play. There's cheers going on. That one's outside. Won't do it there. 1-2. That one's low. He almost swung at it. Excuse me. That's some West Tennessee coming out of me there. Almost swung at it. 2-2. That one's outside. Full count here to Griffin Cameron. That one grounded foul. Full count, 2 outs. Griffin Cameron fouls that one again towards the bullpen bar.
another Super Deer foul ball, courtesy of Cell Phone Repair.
Swing and a miss. Griffin Cameron goes down. And that is the end of the ball game. The Clinton LumberKings run-ruled the Jackson Rockabillys a day after they run-ruled the Rex here at home. So the Rockabillys drop game 1 of the series. Not a lot to talk about here on this one because if you're a Rockabillys fan, you'd like to move on and forget it. 12 runs for the LumberKings, 12 hits. The Rockabillys just 5 hits for 2 runs. Now a problem in this ball game, and certainly does not solve the 12 runs issue, is that there were 2 errors for the Rockabillys. They played a role, but the main role was struggling to pitch here in this ball game. And, of course, your offense not giving you enough to sustain a comeback here or not even get remotely close. 12-2, the final score. A sad ending to a nice night here at the ballpark. But the Rockabillys will be back here tomorrow night to play the LumberKings yet again. We will see you here at 7 o'clock and hope for a different outcome as the Rockabillys are seeking revenge over the LumberKings. For us here at BallGame Blitz and on Prospect League TV, that just about does it. Our director tonight, Christopher Reasons. Our producer is Paul Scholze. I'm Alexander Bitterling, and our cameramen are Eric Iggenman and Zachary Henson. As always, our executive producer and director, our producer tonight, is Paul Scholze. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you back here at the ballpark 7 tomorrow night. If you're not here in person, make sure to tune in on Prospect League TV. Good night.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.